Welcome back, this is Danberg SC, and today we are going to look at my ZVT. So, until now, I've been doing a little bit. It's not been super great this season. I'm still at 50%, but what I'm really worried about is my ZVT. My ZVT until now has been about 56% every season, and now I'm hanging about 50%, and I don't know why. I'm losing a lot of games in ZVT, and I'm wondering if the meta shifted or if I'm just out of position and stuff like that. So I'm gonna take my newest replay, I'm gonna go over it, and let's see where I get my first mistake is and where I took my first amount of damage. So I'm just gonna put it on my camera.
Good luck, have fun.
We're gonna take a look, and I'm going to enjoy a beverage while I do this. I'd also like to apologize for the kind of low frequency of my uploads recently. I've been very busy with work, hence the attire right now. I just got back and I've got a couple minutes today, so I'm going to send one out a video. Let me see, let's put this on ×2. So just a 10-minute game. It doesn't really matter what my opponent is doing. I want to see where my mistakes are. Okay, so far so good. No massive issues. Let's take a look at if this is a standard build or not for my opponent. Right now, yes, it is. Let's go back. Because if he's not doing a standard build and I die to it, that's fine. I just need to learn my reaction. But if I'm losing to something pretty standard, so it should be Orbital Command, Reaper, and there should be a command center coming here very soon. Let's see if I get a command center down. Yes, there it is. Okay, so we are doing, this is a standard Reaper expand. Should be dropping a factory here soon-ish. Okay. So I got my third blocked here. So I take it up front. Oh, no, I don't. I take my third a little bit late on this one because, this Reaper. But I end up killing this Reaper, which is great. Got the Reaper, I'm gonna go kill that. Now we're gonna go open our third, so it's a little bit late. But at 5 minutes I should have about okay. So this is a Cloak Banshee opener. I think I forget my layer on this one, which is why I'm losing. Let's take a look. I'm gonna hover over my worker count if I want to be able to make sure I've got a nice worker count. My goodness, hold on a second. Let's turn down this a little bit. Join hands and say that's a little bit too loud. Okay. So I got up to 44 workers. Okay, so I lost a lot of lings on that.
A new queen has emerged.
46 workers. So I overdroned a little bit. 48 workers. I haven't made my defense lings, which I should have made already. So if Hellions run in and kill me, it's because I fucked up and didn't make my lings. So 5 OVs, which is standard about right now. Making a Roach Warden.
A new queen has emerged.
So I'm starting to deviate from my regular plan. Okay. So I've got 51 workers, and there's my... Okay, so here it is. So I'm going to take damage from this, and this is why. I made 54 workers before I made any defense. Right now I've got 18 lings on the way, but this is not enough. So my creep spread is abysmal. Let me see my queens. I've got probably a bunch of stacked injects in these. So my injecting is really good, but I'm not creep spreading enough. I need to get my creep out a lot further so I can see where this is coming. I didn't have any creep over in this area, and I also didn't have these rocks. I do have one spine here, but let's see how much damage I take.
You're under attack. Siege up. Your drones are under attack.
Okay. So Liberator came over here. We are down to, we've lost 6 workers. Okay. Okay. So 58, 57. Let's see where my opponent is up to. So third command center is down. I think I know this information. Yes, I have this information, so I know that he is trying to make a third command center, so it's not an all-in. Now I'm going into... here's a big mistake. I already have the layer. I'm starting a new layer because I thought I didn't have it. So I should have been starting a Hydralisk Den right now. And if I had started a Hydralisk Den right now, let's see if I would have had more things to defend against So here comes a big push. 50 to 65. I creep spread. I have not creep spread. Okay, now I'm starting to creep spread. It's way too late and it's way too little. So this Terran is going to siege up into a really, really aggressive spot. Okay. Okay. All right.
Don't spend it all in one place. Hey, your base is engaging the opponent.
Getting Baneling speed. I'm starting to make Hydras now. 64
Evolution
workers.
complete.
Lost only 7.
So creative.
Let's see where my big mistake is. So he's keeping up with me on supply right now. And I should be making a lot more. So he's ahead of me on workers.
Your forces are under attack.
What about upgrades? We're tied on upgrades basically. So he's trying to multi-prong me. Yeah, the biggest issue I'm seeing right now is how bad my creep spread is. So my creep spread being this bad means that he can siege up his tanks and stuff into positions that look like this. Send a drop over here to pull my army away, and then move up with not that much stuff. So this isn't a whole bunch of army, actually. It's 91 army. He's got most of it still at home defending. Yeah. So if I had better creep, this would be a little bit easier to defend because I would be able to see it coming and I would have had better basic coverage. So he's keeping me down on 3 bases, but I'm not maxed out yet, and it's 9.5 minutes. I've got 1,200 minerals. I've got 21 larvae. I've been yeah, I'm just not making. I'm not making stuff. So, big issue I have. Why am I not making things? I have larvae to spend. No, I don't. Cause let's check my injects. So this queen has got 2 injects banked up, basically. This is a really nice spot for him to drop there. This queen hasn't injected at all. My other queens have already died. Yeah, I only have 2 queens right now, which is not enough to maintain a good economy. I'm also going to attack up into a ramp. Yeah, and this is when I know that I've been killed. So yeah, if we look at the supply, I'm way dead. My upgrades are maybe a little bit better. 1-1 to 1-1. I'm about to get 2-2. He has not started 2-2. So, yeah, I just took too much damage. So basically, my build isn't wrong. I'm not doing anything wrong with my build. The one thing I did incorrectly was I overdroned before I got my defense. I really need to make some defense as soon as I hit 44 workers because there is going to be an attack coming in. I did a good job defending it with 3 queens here, 3 queens here, queen at my main, and a bunch of lings, but I should have had those lings to be able to shoo this away before it came into my base even. So it was cutting it way too close. If this was a better Terran, he would have been in my base before the lings were done and killed everything. Also, my creep spread is the worst part of this matchup right now on this map. I need to really focus on creep spread tomorrow when I'm playing, especially on these maps where Terran has all these kind of playgrounds that they can do. And when I take my 4th base, I need to take it into a spot that I have been creeping. So for example, back about 6 minutes here, when I take this base over here, I don't have any creep to establish between this spot, but I already have creep up to here. I should have taken this, continued to creep up here, and then basically tried to just keep defensive over here. So if he was going to start pushing in, I can rotate all my stuff up to here. If I creep down this entire area, then he can't get tanks and things like that. I can attack from this path, I can attack down from this path, I can run around and attack over to this path if I can get around here. It gives me a gateway to use the high ground as my advantage as well. Where over here he needs to attack up a ramp, but I didn't have any creep to establish this. So the fact that I've only spread creep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times by 7 minutes is really, really bad. And this way I'm only 1, 2, 3. This is a new 4, and then these are all new tumors. So basically, again, 5 times in this, when I should be able to tumor once every 11 seconds. So I should have had creep about to half map about this time. So this is the biggest issue I can see with this replay. I'm going to keep on trying to focus on this coming up this week. So my biggest goal is to creep spread in these upcoming weeks' games. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.